Hey, it's Allison from She Gets Real. It's been a while. I don't reckon I'm gonna try to fill everybody in. I'm just gonna be where I'm at. I'm gonna start doing a video once a week and sharing my story and doing me. So, I'm in the middle of a um mess. Uh, you're lucky it didn't record because I just recorded for like 20 minutes and I cried, an ugly cry. So at least I'm a little better. I don't know. I'm sad, tired. Um, you know, I don't know what to say. Tired. I have to leave this relationship, but I don't want to. I do, but I don't. Breaking up sucks, especially when you love them. But um, any time in the past, I'd have stayed. Um, but I am not willing to lose myself this time, more than I already have. I have big plans and big things in the works, and I'm waitressing a couple places. I absolutely love waitressing. I wish I could make a living doing that. I like to make people laugh, and I love serving people, and um, I love the whole aspect of it. It's fun. Um, but I'm gonna get on here and be me and share my story and hope to God that, not even much share my story now, but talk about where I'm at during the day. I'm in the middle of a huge change in my life, one that we're both avoiding. And in the past, I would have just hung on with dear life, not because I'm pathetic, although it looks very pathetic. It's because I don't like to give up things. And when you love somebody, I mean, who wants to walk away? But I'm not willing to lose the person that I've worked so hard to become. And so it is what it is. We're both avoiding the conversation, me mostly because it's so uncomfortable. And it makes me sad because I think, oh, one more day we'll fix it. I can fix it. We can do this, And I don't know if all women feel this way, but, I can save you. Or, do these things. And, I know that's not the case. First of all, you're not mine to fix anybody. And second of all, the only person that can save somebody is the big man upstairs, and you have to want to be saved to be saved. So, been there, done that. So, I know I have to cut it. I know I have to walk away. With social media, it's exhausting. Like, part of my issue is that, I know all the truth now, but I didn't know it for the last 3.5 years, and so I know why I wasn't on social media. I know why I wasn't, it wasn't a matter of not proud of me or not wanting to be with me. It was a matter of, you can't have all of us and be on social media. So, the good thing is nobody really knows who I dated. So, I could do all this with total anonymity. And he's actually the biggest proponent of who gives a shit what other people think and do you. So, okay. Um, we all have our demons to bear, or bears to crawl, whatever the words are. Those are not mine to fix. So, but that's still, as a woman, or just me, as an Allison, I don't know, the hardest part for me is going to be, I'm sure the new, whoever the one is, will be all over it. Because the old one was, so I think I might have just been like a shit little phase here for 4 years. Because um, those things matter. People who say they don't matter, they lie. They matter. Matters to me. Um, it wouldn't matter to me if I had a bunch of other people to back up my ego, but it does. And it matters a lot. Because I'm pretty proud of who I am. So I can't imagine why you wouldn't be. I've grown. It's so painful. I've had to look at a lot of shit that I didn't want to look at. A lot of it was financial. I would think ground zero is not a great place for most people, but everything's cleaned up, almost everything. My credit's on the mend. I have a lot of money right now, but I can feed myself and I have a roof over my head no matter what today brings. And Mostly I'm sad because I do believe that I think ultimately to love and be loved is what we want and what I want. I love um, being with someone who their little secrets and um, all this stuff. And I know I sound like a sap. I don't really give a shit. I just love being a part of, um, especially when it's a healthy, good thing. And I thought it really was for a long time. And I, look so forward to retiring and being together and hanging out and enjoying that time that we did enjoy so much. And, that's the part I'm mourning. I'm actually mourning, and I know this, what was and what I had envisioned would be. The present is pretty realistic, gut wrenching. I do know that I've never been broke this way. However, at this point, I believe that I'm not breakable. So, as much as I'm hurting and struggling, I know that I'm not breakable, not by another human being. So, that in itself is a Christmas freaking miracle. So, I'm human. So I hurt. It's actually painful. It sucks. It hasn't even started. It's gonna get harder before it's easier. Anybody who thinks that social media is not a huge problem in people's relationships is insane. And it's not even it's the ego boost that social media provides to the people that need that kind of thing. I get on social media and take 787 pictures before I post the one where my chin looks just right. The other 3 are hidden. I mean, who doesn't? But there are people that thrive off of the likes and thrive off of the good mornings and hey there handsomes and hey beautiful lady. I pray to God to never be one of those people. Because for me, human contact and one-on-one, not this, but, and even this, when it gets out and it comes back in different ways to the connections, that's so amazing. But the likes and the things like that, honestly, aren't a high for me. But you can get away with so much shit. You can talk trash about people and not have to deal with the consequences, and you can flirt with other people and have full relationships with other people and not have to deal with the consequences, and then you can go home and have life at home, so you get what you want at home and you have what you want here. The problem is at some point those two commingle, because at some point you start treating the person differently. That's real for you, boo. That's real right there. At some point one bleeds into the other, and it takes a while. At least in the experience that I've had, it took a while. But and then you start treating the other person differently, and they react differently, even though they don't know. And the cycle begins, and it's vicious because you got one who's subconsciously pushing you away, but wants to have what they had. Who doesn't want to have the home and the giggles and the laughs and the little quirks that you do, and the cooking and the cleaning and the at home. Home is not a place. Home is a feeling. And once generated, that feeling is a high in itself. I love home. In fact, I love home so much that I'm still fighting for home, and I don't even have home. I'm fighting for what I had and what I want, not what is. But, and then when the battle between two people gets that way and there's nothing spoken about it, I know in my part is all I can really talk about, is the harder you push and start threatening my home, the more I'm going to grab and the more I'm going to reach. And that just looks pathetic. So here I am grabbing and reaching for something that's kind of pushing, and it's done. And if at that point you could step outside of yourself and be like, okay, time, you two look pathetic, go. That would be wonderful. But you don't. You spend 3, 6, 9 months, a year trying to fight to put it back together the best way you know how, and you're both not in a great place. I know that I'm not, I'm sober and I am employed and I'm genuinely okay, but I'm not happy. And I'm not thriving and I have great things that I need to get done and do. I'm here to do something great. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I'm a lot closer than I was, I can tell you that. And I can't do that because I'm consumed by the fog that is my world. My home has turned into not a home. Um, I'm not perfect. Oh, we all know that. Anybody who knows me knows that. Um, but I'm okay with that, and I'm okay. One of the things I love about myself is that I don't like to hear when people call me out on my bullshit, or I don't like to hear things but I'm willing to look at them and see it from both sides. And if I hadn't been, then I wouldn't be who I am today because I've grown financially, physically, so much. So honestly, now I didn't want to sit down and do this because I'm a wreck here, but I might never send it, and I feel 1,000 times better. And I might send it, and I'll hate that. But it is what it is, and this has to stop because I know how this ends, and it ends with, two people who dislike each other so much, or me losing what I've built and worked so hard for, and I'm not willing to do that again. And at the end of the day, it's always been one of my problems, but I don't wish bad on anyone, honest to God. I just wish I could fast forward to the next 60 days. Now I have to do the goodbyes and the awkwardness. And the pain. I do, so fuck. I don't know if I'll send it. I don't know what I'll do, but I do know that it can't go on like this. I might pretend a couple more days so I don't have to do this. That's so pathetic. But it's coming, and I know it's coming. And the fact that I can admit that it's coming when things are okay, seemingly, is a big place. So I wonder if anyone else is as sick as I am. Excuse me. Just get real again. I don't know. I feel better. It's all that really matters, so. And it really is. I think about to jump, and for the first time in my life, I don't really give a shit what other people think. I mean, what do I got to lose? Nada. I got an amazing kid who knows who she is, and she's good to go. That's about it. Nothing else to lose. Nobody else banking and counting, and everything to gain. Just put myself out there and be real and see what happens. So anyway, it's video 1 of coming back. It's pretty. I don't know how I can beat this. I mean, you get hit by a car or something, but I don't know. Thanks for listening. I hope that you subscribe and like my channel. My intentions are just to get on here daily and get through life with all y'all. Maybe you can comment, subscribe, like, talk to me, tell me, some tricks and tips on how I can get through this next 60 days without being miserable. Do I take a social media break because I don't want to see social media? Because both of us, I mean, oh my God, it's a beautiful day. No, it's not. I'm crying, but that's what it's going to be. Nobody wants to go on down looking terrible. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just get on social media like, worst day ever. Crying snot everywhere. See you tomorrow. Hey, it's tomorrow. I'm still miserable, pathetic, and feeling sorry for myself. See you tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll be the first person to ever really post on social media how they really feel for a 30-day breakup challenge. Oh God, wouldn't that be a train wreck? Anyway, now I can't breathe. I'm good. I will be. I gotta work tonight, so I'm pretty sure today is not the day. I'm gonna pretend. Instead of pretend on my part, I still love him, so I still don't want to lose the dogs in the home and all of that, but can't have it both ways. So, it's coming. I'll keep you posted. Bye.